Reduce is used to try to determine unique patterns in your string data. Now, for example, let's say you have 10 different computers, but their names all end in .contosoretail.com. Reduce would summarize these into a pattern of *.contosoretail.com and give you a count of the number of occurrences for the pattern. Let me execute this so you can get an idea of what's going on. And this takes a couple minutes to run, so I'll pause the video and we'll pick back up when we got the complete results. And here's your result set. You can see at the bottom my pattern of *.contosoretail.com yielded 5.5 million hits, and the representative column is an example. So one example in that 5 million rows is contosaweb1.contosoretail.com. The list then goes on with the other patterns, the number of times that pattern occurs, and an example of that pattern. Reduce has a threshold value. Now here, threshold is implemented slightly differently. Here we have reduce by computer, and then the threshold is used as if it were a hint with threshold, and we set the value. For the thresholds for reduce, the value goes from 0 to 1, the default being 0.1. So in this example, I'm going to set it fairly high to 0.6, and then we'll see what results we get. And here's our results. We can see our patterns are a lot more distinct. contosaweb1.contosoretail.com for a count of 1.5 million. Now there's another parameter we can use, and that is called characters. So you can see I've got the with threshold 0.7, comma, characters. Characters is a list of characters that should be ignored when we're executing our query. So in other words, when it looks through the data and it finds contosoretail.com, it's instead going to evaluate it as if it were the single word contosoretail.com. And here we go. We get back a slightly different set of data because it has now evaluated without periods in there. When it does that, it finds different patterns that become the most common. We can choose just to use a single parameter. To do that, we just use reduce by, and we just omit threshold after the with statement. And here we go again with a very different set of data. This time we got all of 5 records back. So using reduce, you can try to find common reoccurrences of text embedded within text-based columns in your data. In this module, we tackled the KQL functions for applying machine learning to your data. These functions allow you to extract further value by performing advanced analytical techniques to your data. In this and previous modules, we built your knowledge to write everything from basic to complex queries on your data. In the next module, we'll see how to share that data outside of the Kusto environment.